The Buffalo Bills are one of the most baffling teams in the league. It seems they either lose by 40 or win by 40. Although it's worth mentioning, this season the Bills are undefeated in games where LeSean McCoy rushes for over 100 yards. Granted, this is the first time that's happened, but still. Take this play for example. Ray McCloud's going to run a jet sweep on this play. And New York seems pretty clear that's what happened, because right when Barkley called the play, New York was communicating with each other. So McCloud does go in motion, and this forces Jets quarterback Jermaine Johnson to follow him. This helps clear up space, as the play is going to be a rush to the bottom half of the screen. You also have to give some credit to Zay Jones, who I've circled, as he's going to make a pretty good block here. At this point, the rest of the Bills have done their job, and a giant hole opens up. Now LeSean McCoy is off to the races. The Bills did such a good job blocking on this play that most running backs would get a first down. However, most would not have gotten a touchdown on this play. But LeSean McCoy is so fast, he's able to outsprint all the Jets defenders and get into the end zone. Well, that's a flashy play that'll get on most highlight reels. Let's talk about one that won't. This play design is intended for McCoy to run up the left A-gap. The Bills are going to double team Mike Pennel and try to push him as far to the top of the screen as possible. However, Pennel does a great job of taking on the double team, and he actually moves a little bit to the bottom of the screen. Many running backs at this point would abandon the play and break it to the outside. However, both New York defensive ends have done a great job on this play. And if McCoy does try to break things to the outside, he'll probably end up with a loss of a couple of yards. Instead, he just follows his blocker. He's able to use his speed again, but in a very different way. The Bills' offensive line didn't generate a big hole for him, but he was still able to squeeze through and get about 6 yards. On the last play, the blockers got him a first down, but he was able to turn it into a touchdown. On this play, the blockers didn't get him really anything, but he was still able to get 6 yards. On this play, the Bills are going to let linebacker Jordan Jenkins go unblocked at the line. Tight end Jason Crome is then going to run over and block Jenkins. It was a play design that worked out perfectly, except for one thing. Jets safety Jamal Adams is blitzing on this play. The Bills weren't expecting him to be blitzing, and he ends up in perfect position to tackle McCoy for a huge loss. However, McCoy makes one of the best moves you will see all season right here, as he uses spin move and gets around Adams. He turns what would have been a tackle for a big loss in a 3rd and 9 situation into a first down. I've talked a bit about McCoy's combination of speed and power, but I think this play would best exemplify what I mean. Buffalo has a receiver running a jet sweep, and they're going to pull the tight end over to block again. Their blocking does their job, and now McCoy has 2 men to get past. A slower back would get tackled by Avery Williamson and not make a huge gain. Meanwhile, a weaker back wouldn't be able to get past the safety. However, as you see with this play, McCoy is fast enough to get past Williamson, and then strong enough to get over to safety and into the end zone for a touchdown. McCoy looked like prime McCoy out there, and he was a big reason the Bills were able to pull off a victory.
We like sports and we don't care who knows. From shooting hoops to the Super Bowl. We like sports and we don't care who knows. Football, tennis, hockey, golf. The game is starting, everyone is here. I got my snacks, my friends, and a beer. Just 2 normal guys hanging out, having fun, right? Guy number 2? Yeah, guy number 1.